I've been going through some things, so much on my brain, just hoping it would change. I've been going through some
Hey, yo, what it is, man? We back with it, the StoryHouse show. Hey, it's your boy Ayo, you already know. Well, you might not already know, I don't know, this is how I be talking. It's the first one back. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a little bit nervous, but man, we finna get to it. So, if you kind of like, you checking out the page, you can kind of look back and see. StoryHouse has been something I've been doing for a while, something I was doing last year, took it on hiatus, was taking up too much of my time, but it was always something that really meant a lot to me, doing this StoryHouse thing, because I really feel like, to me personally, mental health, mental awareness, all those things are just super important to me. And I say mental awareness because I feel like mental health is important, but like being aware of what you got going on mentally so that you can operate properly with that, like knowing how you act, knowing how you do things, and all those things are very important to me. So with the StoryHouse show, plan on bringing things back. So you already know, man, it's a StoryHouse. You already know, pull up, rock with your boy. We finna have real conversations. We're gonna do real talks. Only thing is, I'm gonna do a little bit of tweaks from how I did it last year, from how I was doing it before, just kind of like, bring it up to date with some of the things that mean a little bit more to me. So with that, I'll still be having it to where we're going into topics, having like a theme for the week, and going into it and having a conversation. But it's called StoryHouse for a reason, and I'm gonna lean into that more. I want to talk about stories, want to share stories and get stories. So that's gonna be more of what it's gonna be. I'm gonna give what the topic and the theme is, and from there, I'm gonna give my story to it, and then from there, we're gonna transition to the thing that's to me even bigger than this video version. What we're doing is like really trying to build a community and having people in person. So I live in Houston, and with that, we're doing the in-person thing. So this is something I'm calling community sessions. For lack of a better term, and I don't know, like better phrasing, it's kind of like, people getting together, kind of like group therapy, but it's not really group therapy. We like not there to give, nobody's a licensed therapist. I for sure ain't. Like I'm into psychology, but I'm no therapist by any means. And so it's just really about people getting together, having real conversations, sharing real stories. So like I said, leaning on the fact that I'll be having a conversation of sharing my story here with you all. This should be released on September 23rd if I'm on top of my stuff and get everything edited and out to y'all on time. And literally a week from there, we'll be having the community sessions. And like I said, so that'll be September 30th. The game plan is to be in Midtown Park, 6:30 p.m. That's a Tuesday. Y'all can pull up, man. We just have real dope conversations. I'm hoping anybody in the Houston area can pull up, show love, have a real good time. I'm expecting to have like music and vibe out with that as well. But after we get the vibe, everybody get to know each other, chop it up, we'll kind of go ahead and get into it. We're having like the session time to where we actually like dive into conversations. With that, what else we got going? Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what else I want to hit on with that. Like I said, we're gonna have the community sessions. Let me see. Yeah, man, so that'll be the basis on it. And for the sessions, like you'll always find out a week beforehand whatever the theme or topic gonna be, because I'm gonna release the episode a week before, and then you're gonna find out. So with that, I'll go ahead and let you know what this one is gonna be for this week, this first week back with it. And it's gonna be a time you will let down or a time you let someone down. So I really feel like with that as a topic, folks can go a lot of different ways with it. With this being the first one, I really want to keep these video versions a little bit shorter, but I feel like I got to just chop it up a few kind of ways. So it's just like really with it, man, I want people to just really feel like regardless with the topic, like sometimes the topic may seem like it's a happy one, seem like it's a sad one, whatever it may be, like let you down, like that can easily be like something that's sad. But I feel like with it, I want people, especially when you pull up to the community sessions, to like really just share whatever it feel like for you. So your story may be good, it may be bad, it's just whatever is true to you, because that's what I really feel like. I want to build this as a family. That's the biggest thing to me. I feel like StoryHouse can be like build a real community, real family, like really building that. And it's called StoryHouse, like I said, but with you all, it makes it a home. So it's a StoryHouse, it's a building until y'all come in. When y'all come in the building, now it's a home. So that's what I'm really hoping y'all can do with me, pull up. But if somehow you find this and you're not in the Houston area, man, look, it's still all love. I still want people to rock with me, even if you're outside of the area and you can't make it to one of the community sessions that we do every month. If that's the case, you'll be able to send in a video to like whatever the theme or topic may be. Let me know, like, hey, share your story. Let me know if you just wanted to, hey, I just wanted to send this out, like, hey, I just wanted to send that to you directly. Because like when we had the community sessions, if you talk about your story, everybody else ain't got to have feedback on it. So sometimes you just want to get it out, and you might have just felt like, hey, I just wanted to send it to somebody. Hey, or the way you talk about it, I felt comfortable sending it to you. But even better than that is you feel comfortable enough to share the story with everybody. And on the next episode I do, or next show, because I ain't really viewing this as a podcast like talking about, you can kind of, you'll let me, I can share your videos and I can kind of get feedback on some of the things that people send in, and I feel like that'll be really dope. With the community sessions right now, I still ain't sure if I want to actually even have those recorded, because I do want to me, the biggest thing I want to build with that is that it's a community safe space. Like what I call is like a safe share space to share your stories. And I feel like with that, I don't even know if people want to have their story recorded or something like that. So like I'm iffy on that. Like I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about recording content with that, because I want to have like people to be able to have that story. But if you sharing your story and you don't want the world to have it, just that tight knit group, I also want you to have that comfort with that. So we'll see how that work out on that part. But yeah, man. So that's what's gonna be going on with the community sessions. I'm really trying to like think of everything I need to hit on right here. To me, one thing I do want to have, whether it's the show right here or the community sessions that we're doing, is something I call a standard, man. And for me, that's the way I want anybody who's observing and like taking in, like listening into somebody else's story, man. Like being, like not being judgmental, and I don't care as having a human standard, because I feel like a lot of times in life and how we operate with people, it'd be like a double standard. And I mean, I get it. Hey, we have differences as people, but when it comes to just the space of caring, like, I don't care what your background is. I can care about what you've been through. I might not agree with what some of the things you've done, but you can still have love and have care for somebody. And I feel like that's the big thing for me. Is like, regardless of wherever somebody coming from, you can still listen in to their story with care and consideration, and not have like oh, you a dude, so I don't respect what you're talking about. Oh, you a woman, I don't respect what you're talking about. Oh, you black, or you white, or you certain age, like whatever it may be, man. Look, just listen to people's stories with respect to where they coming from. Like, it may not be your story, but just like really just respect other people's story, because I feel like it's just so much that we can learn from each other. But when you block somebody else out and you don't respect whatever they have going on, you don't have to agree with what they have going on, but you can just still take in somebody's story. So, yeah, man, that's just really what I'm hoping to get out of this StoryHouse. That's what I'm hoping y'all get out of it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited to drop this video, but I'm super excited for the community sessions. I don't even care if it's 5 people pull up, 2 people pull up, 100 people pull up. If it's 100 people, I'm gonna be a little overwhelmed. But man, yeah, like just to be a good time. I just want people to really just come out and just really feel safe. That's the biggest thing to me. I want folks to feel safe sharing their story. But yeah, I don't want to talk too long on that right there. So let's go ahead and get into this topic right here for today. So like I said, the topic is a time you were let down or a time you let someone down. And so with that, like I said, it'll be starting off with everybody. Y'all hear me telling my story to it. So honestly, when I first thought about this one, I was like, all right, cool. Do I really got something for this one? And when I hear a time you were let down, me personally, I have like one story that's like the first thing to come to my mind. I ain't gonna lie, if you hear it, like y'all might listen to it and be like, okay, that was boring, that's weak. But it's just my story and what I have. So the first thing that come to my mind is a time when I was a kid, and I think her name was Sharon. I ain't even 100%, but it was like one of my mother's friends, older lady. And, you know, I grew up in, I don't know if poverty the word, I don't know if I grew up low enough to call it poverty, but hey, we was in the hood, we was out here trying to make it, you feel me? So growing up with that experience, and I remember she was like, something came up and was like, hey, yeah, you did something. I don't even remember what it was I did, but she was like, I'm gonna buy you a pair of shoes. I don't know if I had did something good in school or it was just on the love or whatever it may have been, but I remember her telling me, hey, bet, I'm gonna get you a pair of shoes. And for me, that story stick out because I don't know how young I was. It was some level of elementary, but I was really in my mind like, all right, bet, for sure, I'm gonna give me a pair of shoes. Like, I know we ain't the richest, so I don't get a new pair of shoes all the time. I'm looking forward to this. And it's like, I can't even tell you how much later it is. But I know at some point in time we get to where and this is how I know it like means so much to me, because vividly the way I can see it, like it's at my grandmother's house, and so like I think she was like our next door neighbor or something like that in the apartments we stayed in. So my grandmother's house is somewhere like across town, not far across town, but it's another little ways across. but I vividly remember being in my grandmother's driveway, and I think seeing her, something coming up and kind of like getting to the conclusion of, I don't remember exactly what was said, but I remember having the conclusion of, I'm not getting them shoes. And for me at that young age or whatever I was, like I said, it's something mine. It's just like, oh, okay, you're not getting them shoes. Like right now, it's this grown age. If somebody say they doing something for me like that, all right, cool, whatever. All right, bet. I just know you ain't gonna do that. But the thing is, at that age, like that was such a big thing in my mind. Like the fact that I still vividly remember my grandmother's driveway going out of, like backing out of there with that idea, you're not gonna get them shoes from her that she said she was gonna do for you. And like I say, to me, as I hear it and talk about it, it's such a minor thing. But I know for the space that I am in my life right now, as I think about it, I feel like that has affected me so much, just that small thing. Because when I thought about the topic of a time I was let down, I literally almost feel like I cannot think of another time I was let down in my life. And as I start thinking about that story, I just feel like that's probably like one of the reasons I'm not the most trusting person. Like I want to get better at trusting, but I'm not the most trusting person. And I feel like things like that just really shape me. And you can't let me down because my expectations ain't high for you. Like, I'm not expecting you to do anything. And I feel like because of that, that's like one of the last times in my life I really can remember myself really expecting something from somebody, like to even be in the position to where you can let me down. Like, cause mostly like right now in my life, you can't let me down because I ain't expecting too much. I expect, it's unfortunate, but I expect people to like to just fall through or to not do whatever they say they're gonna do, or like I'm not expecting the most. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. And for me, because of having that mindset and having that situation to where someone told me, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, and you never came through with it. Like since a child, I've kind of just lived my life with the expectation, ain't nobody gonna do anything. Like you expecting somebody to do whatever, but they gonna let you down. So don't have your expectations too high. And I unfortunately kind of live my life with it. I promise you, I'm working to get better at it. Honestly, even as I'm saying that, I don't even know if I truly believe it, because I feel like I don't even know what's the benefits of having high expectations for somebody. Like y'all could possibly tell me like what's the benefit in your life of having high expectations for somebody. But like mostly all I see it as right now, if I have high expectations for you, you just gonna fail me. And if my expectations too high for you, when you drop me, I'm so scared of that fall of being dropped with that high expectations. And I feel like it's just so much safer for me to keep my expectations at, hey, it's cool. They just, as long as they being a regular human in me, I'm good. The extra stuff is cool and love, but high expectations to where you can let me down, that's scary to me. And I guess I feel like it wasn't until I brought up this topic and like I had this planned out that I really realized, yeah, man, like I know that I don't trust and I had these kind of things, but I didn't really realize I'm not even in a position to really even recollect on my lifetimes when I was let down, because I just don't let people in a position to let me down. And though I feel like it's good things, so it's just kind of like a real unfortunate thing. So yeah, I feel like that's my little story on like a time I was let down. Like I literally, like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, like obviously like when we had the community sessions, y'all gonna kind of be in a situation to where you kind of got to give me your story a little bit quicker. But I mean, y'all have a week in advance for it. But for me, I really couldn't think of, and even like right now on the spot, I really can't think of a time I was let down too much, because it's just like I just don't expect none of people, and it's But I got love for everybody, but it's just like it just sounds so scary to me, and that kind of sounds sad to me as a mindset, but it's just like it feels safe though. It feels safe. I'm pretty sure there's some people out there who feel the same way I do. Hey man, we got to get better. We got to get more trust, and we got to get around more people who like put us in positions to where we can feel like that. But yeah, man, we just got to get better on that. And do I have a time or when I let somebody down? Man, I think I got like a time when I let somebody down. Let me see. A time I let somebody down. I think at I remember one of my jobs. I go with this one. The time I let somebody down. So in college, I ain't gonna lie, I really had a lick in college. Like I had a job to where I did not have to really, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't have to work that hard some days. Like, I was a groundskeeper at school, but the thing was, like at my school, you had like a limit on how many hours you could have for most people. But in my position, I kind of had got to the point of where I could work like almost as many hours. They had like a few people as well as me who had came into the job, but it got to the point of where a lot of people came in, a lot of folks got fired, but I was still there. So they had love for me and they was like trusting me to be there. And the thing was, I don't know how much extra stuff other people was doing to get fired, but like it got to the point of where they really had me on a full-time job, because I think it started where you can get 40 hours a month, and then it switched to where they was letting me get 40 hours a week. So it was like a whole lick right there. It was love. Like sometimes I ain't gonna lie, like I kind of be blowing the job off doing other shit. Like I ain't proud of it now as a grown man looking back on it, but at that time, like I had time, like I'm supposed to be cleaning up around the campus. I'm over here chilling in a friend's house for about an hour or some shit. But yeah, so the thing was, it was cool. I don't even think they overly tripped on me doing that. Like they was cool, because I know some of the old heads, like the older dudes who actually like, grown men who worked there, they never really tripped on it. Sometimes they'd see me around campus, like going around doing my cleaning thing, chopping up with me or whatever. And they're like, oh, okay, I see you talking to little girls or whatever. Yeah. And it was cool. But like the one thing that was always the situation, hey, look, man, you can't have anybody else riding on these go-karts with you. Well, not go-karts, but golf carts. It's like, if anything happened to somebody around there, that's the simplest thing to not do, is to not have anybody on them golf carts. Like, bro, all you gotta do is just do your job. And to me, it stick out because I had a point in time, I had got caught before, and I had already been told not to do it. So this is not the first time. I had been caught before, told not to do it, and it's like, hey, bro, look, don't do this. And then, like, later on, I think something happened. Like, I think, like, in one of my shifts or something, I had, like, a homegirl or whatever. She going somewhere. I'm like, oh, she need to go to, the gym or something. She going from the cafeteria to the gym. I'm like, all right, for sure, I got you, girl. Up. Drive over there. This is like a homegirl. This ain't even nobody I'm rocking with like that. I'm like, this ain't an old lady or nothing. This is just my homegirl. But I pull up, drop her off there. It's sweet. I'm thinking it's cool. I think I go back, drop my stuff off, but I think like not anybody from my job directly, but like a AD or something like that over it, seeing me. He called them, blah blah blah, conversation. I'm driving off thinking it's sweet, finna be the end of my day, and then somebody calling me like, "Hey, did you have somebody riding in the thing with you?" And the reason why for me, when that conversation came up, I was like, oh, damn, yeah, I did. And, I just took it to the chin. I was like, yeah, for sure, I did do that. And pretty much they kind of let me know, like, hey, because of that, we going to have to let you go from the position. And for me, though, obviously, that's me losing a job right there. The reason why that hurt so bad is because, like, I feel like I let somebody down, is because that dude really trusted me at that point in time. Like, he didn't have buku people come through this space. He could easily have not offered me the opportunity to have all the extra work, and that extra work was allowing me to get, at that point in time, extra money and food stamps. Like I had a lot going. Hey, bro, it really was a smooth little lick. I could have just rolled that out, been riding in the bread decent. Like I wound up having to get extra student loans and student grants or whatever, because once I lost that job. But the thing is, like I say, it hurt me so bad because I felt so bad for the dude who done reached out to, like, he didn't stand to his neck to give me that opportunity, and I done some dumb shit to this person who really reached out for me. I done let them down. And that was like a situation, like, as I'm just like, I know, like, driving home from that, like, one, I was just kind of like, damn, I'm gonna have to figure out my finances now. I lost this job, because a school job get me way more benefits than having a real job outside, off campus. But yeah, man, I just really felt horrible for the fact that somebody who I knowed and reached out and extended their neck to figure out how to let me get all this extra hours, because he don't have to do all this extra for me. But I'm letting this man down, and that was just like, for me, a moment of like, and I ain't gonna lie, it's not like that's the last time I let somebody down, but that was just like a time for me where it's just like the benefits or like just playing around for me ended up feeling like something like, oh, this is worth the risk. But like in hindsight, bro, that was never worth the risk, like playing around doing that to lose that job, that opportunity, and so much with it. And I just feel like so horrible for the fact that I end up doing that and losing the opportunity, but also, like I said, for letting that man down who reached out his neck to give me the opportunity. So that's like 2 times, like that one is like that's a big one for me, just how it sits on my heart. But that one don't stick with me, I don't think, to the same extent to like me not trusting somebody else. And I mean, that's probably the thing, letting somebody else down probably don't stick with you as much as you remember when somebody else lets you down. But when you let somebody else down, I feel like you gotta be like in a real situation so where that one stand as crazy. And that one is still big to me, but it's not as big in my memory on the fact that I just don't trust and I can't be let down at this point in time as the one when I was let down. So yeah, man. That's pretty much what I want to have when we get these community sessions. That's my story. That's AO's story for the week, man. Time somebody let me down. Time I let somebody down. So yeah, with that, I really ain't the best at like doing these shows, like being a personality in front of this thing. But yeah, if you rock with that, if you have something that you'd like to send in, like I said, if you're not in the Houston area and you can't pull up to the community sessions on the 30th. That's cool, man. Just send in a video. You can send in the audio. You can send in an email. You can DM. It don't matter what it is, man. You can just hit me up, hit the show up, and we can kind of like just share whatever it is like that you have. Like go ahead and get that story off of you. Cause like I said, that's what I really felt like a big thing for me with the community sessions and things. I feel like sometimes we just got to get our story out. I feel like everybody has such an important story. We have such great things to talk about, but sometimes you don't have the space for it. Sometimes your friend group ain't allowing it, and you don't feel safe because of how close they are, or maybe it's your family or whatever it may be. Sometimes you just ain't in a position to where you feel ready and comfortable to share your story. And that's what I want to make StoryHouse community sessions, a safe space so where you can just have that open conversation about whatever your story is. So just to kind of recap and give y'all a rundown of what the StoryHouse session is going to be, the community session is going to be. Like I said, we're going to start off, we're going to vibe, listen to a little music, kind of get together, chop it up, just speak to everybody who there as folks kind of, falling in. Then after that, we're going to have our safe share space, which, like I said, it'll be everybody kind of doing the same thing I just did here, which is like speaking on whatever the topic may be. And you'll just kind of just share whatever your story to the topic is, like whatever that come to your mind, just share whatever it is. And we'll just let everybody kind of share that. It'll be a time of when the speaker's speaking, that's it. We don't really need to get feedback during that time. Because I feel like sometimes you just want to vent. Like sometimes you just want to vent. Like I know for me, sometimes when I'm chopping up with friends, I'm like, hey, look, I'm just venting. Just let me get out whatever I'm doing. And I do the same thing when they talking to me like, all right, I got thoughts and opinions about what you're saying, but do you just want to vent and get this out and like not hear what I got to say? And sometimes that's the case. And it's like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's stupid. Even if they saying some shit I don't agree with, sometimes it's just good to have a space to where you can vent comfortably. Sometimes you know what the answer is and stuff, but you still just want to vent and get that story out. And that's what I really feel like I want to give people the opportunity and space for. But just as well as like digging deep and finding out stories that you want to share, like, or that you just never felt safe telling a story around some people. Like that's really what I want to create. After we have that, and if you pull up to the community session, but you don't feel comfortable talking during the safe share space, that's cool as well. Look, man, sometimes it's just good. It's value in just hearing other people's stories. So even if you ain't in a space and ready to talk about something, that's cool. You can just pull up and listen to other people because there's value within that. Now, after we have that safe share space, we're going to dive into our open dialogue. That'll be a time where we having like other things, like folks having comments, having feedback, pushback, whatever it may be. We can have an open dialogue about the things that we done talked about during the safe share space. Now, with that, I want to make sure it's very clear. If somebody talks about something and they not comfortable with it, they just like, I just wanted to get it out, but I'm not in a space where I'm really ready for people to have feedback to what I said. That's cool. We'll only talk about conversations that people who feel comfortable with, because I don't want to have anybody feel forced in this thing. We ain't forcing you to talk. We ain't forcing you to listen to somebody say something about your story. We ain't having any of that. We just providing a space and an opportunity for you to know, hey, it's safe right here to talk about whatever you need to. If you're ready to have people say things back, cool. If you're not, cool. Man, it's just gonna be a good time so we can just really feel real around real people, man. And after that, we'll just kind of close out, do it again next month and continue to build a family out, man. I really don't know what else to tell y'all, man. I really look forward to seeing y'all. But like I said, man, you can follow StoryHouse if you want to on like any socials, anything like that. It's StoryHouse.xo, and they just spelled out regular StoryHouse.xo. And if you already know, man, the XO, that's just for love. Like I want to have that on everything. Like that's why I call it the show, man. It's StoryHouse XO, SHXO. And that just means, look, man, it's all love. Anything you pulling up is love here. So I want y'all to know that. You can, like I said, you can send an email, storyhouse.xo@gmail. You can hit the DM on there. You can send whatever you need to, man. You can have if you want to, even with your story, if you're not comfortable with it being shared with your name attached to it, you can let me know. We can share your story anonymously, man. Whatever it need to be, you just know you got a safe space here to share your story. I don't even know if people gonna want to send anything in, but I want to make sure I provided the opportunity. So on that note, man, look, this has been the first one. This has been the first show back. I'm really hoping that y'all rocking with this. I'm really hoping my Houston people pull up. Man, like I said, I don't care how many people pull up. Just know I'm going to pull up. I'm going to make sure it's an open time. It's a good time. Y'all vibe with me. We're going to have a time, man. It's a StoryHouse show, y'all. Y'all already know, man. Like I already told you, you pull up in here. It's family. It's called a house for a reason, man. This is a house where you can pull up, say what you want. You know, you talking with your peoples. You know what I mean? It's your boy, man. You know, you got your country cousin, you got your little bougie little fam and all that stuff. But hey, look, regardless of however it is, this ain't nobody too bougie to hear you out. Just know that. We ain't too country to not care what you saying. Just know that this is gonna be a good safe space. Community sessions. I can't wait to see y'all. StoryHouse show. We out of here. And remember, man, it's a StoryHouse, but when you in here, that's when it become a home, man. It's love. We building family.
I've been going through some things, so much on my brain, just hoping it would change. I've been going through some things, so much on my brain, seem like all I feel is pain. I've been going through some things.